What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerd Seth Rogen Project. It came out this weekend. Well, actually, it came out last Wednesday. And I took both my kids to go see this. And that is the new iteration of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem.
And they're teenagers.
And they are teenagers. Actual teenagers. I ain't talking about grown men playing these voices like they were in the other two live action movies.
Like 19-year-olds.
You know what I'm saying? Man, we 26. Like Ralph was in his 30s, okay? Ralph was in his 30s, all right?
Ralph smoked cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. No, they're actual teenagers. And that's one thing I really enjoy about this property. So this movie is focusing on it's another version of Teenage Mutant Turtles where they are just trying to get out and experience the real world, but knowing that the humans are not going to accept them. And there's this antagonist mutant by the name of Superfly being played by Ice Cube. He's great, by the way, because Ice Cube does a lot of ad-libbing.
Oh,
and
God.
he gets straight NWA Ice Cube at some points, and it's great. And he right now is working on a machine to get rid of all the humans and leave the mutants, because we're the only ones that can look out for one another. And that's how we got our story. So right off the bat, the one thing Seth Rogen did was I seen an interview that he was like, when I was doing The Lion King, he was Pumbaa. They had all of them in a room recording together, and He found the camaraderie really, really good that way. Because usually a lot of times they have you record by yourself and they just add it in with the movie.
Yeah,
I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah. So what he did was he got there are these teenagers, and he said, y'all going to record in the room together, so y'all can feed off each other.
Yeah.
Like, we can hear y'all voices, but y'all can see each other. Y'all can feed off each other, and by God, you can feel it. You can feel the natural chemistry. Once again, there's that word again, chemistry that the turtles had, and they were all different. You can tell the age difference. You can actually tell, like, Ralph is the big turtle because he's the one that's swole. He's the one that's angry, and then you can tell Leo is the leader. But with that being said, like Leo's the leader, and he's trying to find out a way to lead the group, but he doesn't know quite how to do it yet. Opposed to like the other movies, we just like automatically Leo's the lead, and all of a sudden everybody just don't like Leo.
Right.
Donnie is clearly the young one. He's a nerd. He has like the lightest voice, and Michelangelo's just like, he's cool, man. He's just trying to go to Flavortown.
Right.
That's what you say with it, because all they do is do teenage stuff. They sit there in their rooms and be on their phone. That's what teenagers do. Yeah. So this is a very ensemble cast. Jackie Chan, like I had mentioned earlier, plays Splinter. Mm-hmm. Great Splinter. Perfect casting. But one thing about Splinter in this movie that I really like is that Splinter is not like just a sensei. He's a father.
Okay, good.
They show him being a father. And I know I kind of start off kind of wonky. I should start off what I liked. And this, like, right now I'm talking about the things that I liked about the movie. He was a father figure. He cared for his boys. And it wasn't just more like, I'm a sensei and I'm going to teach you martial arts and you're going to protect yourself. He's like, no, dumb humans is bad up there. They don't care about us. They don't care about these mutants. You going to stay down here. We all that we got, and I'm going to do anything to protect my boys. That right there, automatic. I was like, oh shit, I'm with you, Splinter.
Yeah.
Fuck us. That's how I felt. Fuck us. They had Giancarlo Esposito play Baxter Stockman.
Mm-hmm.
They had
not Tyler Perry.
No, not Tyler.
I'm sorry. What?
Did you not see
Tyler Perry
Turtles?
Was
Michael Bay Ninja Turtles?
No.
You didn't see any of them? You didn't see Shredder brought to you by KitchenAid in Ninja Turtles?
I don't remember. I do not recall.
I like that Shredder. I'm not gonna.
Oh man, that Shredder was terrible.
I like that Shredder. I was like, this
Shredder
cool.
was terrible.
I do not recall.
Tyler
the
Perry.
Second movie, yep.
It's in the second movie. Tyler Perry played Baxter Stockman.
So he played Black Nerd Comedy.
I didn't know that Tyler Perry appeared in anything where his name did not come before the title. Like, it should have been Tyler Perry Presents the Turtles.
You remember Alex Cross?
He was in the first Star Trek as well.
But
yes, he was.
That wasn't Tyler Perry Presents Alex Cross?
No.
I'm sorry.
He was in the first Star
Trek. And he was
Trek
in the first Star Trek.
He was in the first Star Trek. That I do remember.
But yes, he played Baxter Stockman in the live action Michael Bay versions of the movie.
Why?
Because
that's the question.
They needed a nerdy black guy, and they found. Well, Gene Carlson said, "I'm not doing that. I want to do it my way." So
you know damn well,
yeah.
He was like, "I got this."
Bebop and Rocksteady's played by Seth Rogen and John Cena.
As you should.
There is this character named Cynthia, who's played by Maya Rudolph.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Ninja Turtles is played by these three teenage kids. I'm not familiar with who the kids are, but I'm telling you this right now, they were excellent. They were excellent as playing the kids, and a change that I was cool with. April O'Neil, before the internet starts blowing up. First of all, the one thing about April is, of course, everybody's like, "Oh, they made April black." I'm like, "This look." First of all,
bro, she been ambiguous.
April in the original comics was an ambiguous or mixed race woman. Even I think it was the artist.
The artist came out and said he was like, "This is based on my ex-wife."
Exactly,
a mixed woman.
She got Rick James hair in the comics. Okay,
I'm about to say that's a curl.
I'm about to say exactly. She want that joy. That joy is getting pressed and waxed with oil. You even tell me, but they ain't just water, okay?
That was 2750.
Exactly. That's exactly what that was. And I mean, it ain't like she got in a ponytail. That joy is straight Jerry curled out in the original comics.
Yep.
Chill. Look, I guess you look at the picture now, Swag.
Yep. I was looking it up.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I'm just like, y'all. That's what April O'Neil used to look like, and they took that and turned her into a straight full white woman with a red head.
They turned her into Mary Jane. Yeah,
exactly. And that's what we've been accustomed to ever since. So in this version of April O'Neil, yes, she they're like, okay, Seth Rogen said, well, you turned her all white, well, we're going to turn her all black. So, you know what I'm saying? We still right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did it one way, we do it another way. And one thing I like about this April is she's not no adult reporter working for no news thing. She's a teenager in high school who has a motive of watch, and she works for the school paper. That works for me, because I was like, why would some teenagers be caring about this grown ass woman? Mm-hmm. That's what it was like. And she hanging out with a bunch of teenagers, mutant or not. This was like, this is on their age though, because it's obvious that Leonardo got a crush on her, and she was being truthful, like, hey yo, you saved my scooter, you guys helped me out. I'll be real with y'all, if y'all just came out here, I'll be freaked out and I probably would have ran. But you know what, it was being truthful. But like, here I'm here and I'm getting to know you guys and things like that. So I appreciate the dynamic that they had between April and Turtles.
I didn't see the movie, but that sounds great, because I'm like, y'all be trying to really play it up like, hey, a turtle.
Yeah.
a talking
turtle. Upright walking turtle.
Turtles not even real cute animals for real. Like,
yeah.
What? I'm sorry.
So I appreciate that they acknowledge that fact, like, yo, y'all weird and scary looking, but I'm getting to know y'all, because I wasn't there yet, and if y'all didn't save me or help me out, I would have did that. And this is being 100% truthful. You're like, yeah, you know, we get it. type thing. But and they start becoming friends. They start texting and stuff like that because she's a teenager. And I was like, this all makes sense of why this dynamic and stuff like that is happening. The animation, I felt as though, I know a lot of people compare it to Spider-Verse, but it has the Spider-Verse elements, but it's different. It actually almost has like a claymation feel to it. While I thought that was really good, and the tone, the music, we got 80s and 90s hip hop in here, and it's from New York. So you're going to hear Tribe Called Quest, you're going to hear Blackstreet, you're going to hear a lot of things that I know my wife is going to be familiar with, and I was just like, I feel like the people in the theater was vibing, especially the older ones in there. And of course, it was cool for the kids, but we was vibing that joint in there as well. Side characters, Paul Rudd is in here. He has a role that's pretty good. Even Post Malone is in here, and he wasn't that bad.
Hear about that.
And Post Malone was not even that bad.
Post Malone was in Spider-Verse as well.
What character was he in Spider-Verse?
He was a random character. He was like, I think that's a Banksy.
Oh,
he said it in the first and second movie.
Oh, sure.
He was a cameo.
The only thing, now when it comes to some of the things I probably did not like about the movie, and first of all, it was a quick watch, so it wasn't like it stayed overstayed its welcome. It did. The one thing I would say is though that with this ensemble cast that they had, a lot of people did not get a big part, and it kind of sucked because the movie was focused around the Turtles experiencing the world, coming out, and the Turtles, April O'Neil, Splinter, and Ice Cube was the one that got the most parts at all. Bebop and Rocksteady was barely in the movie, which sucked to me because I like Bebop and Rocksteady.
So that could be what you said with the Twisted Metal. They're at least they're there.
Exactly.
That way we don't have to reintroduce them.
Like, will they have a bigger part in a sequel? Sure, but I'm saying, but right now, they was just like there, and I was like, okay, cool, fine. It was there, but I was like, Baxter Stuckman, played by Gene Cosposino. I was like, this is very good, but he's barely in it, and I'm like, damn, I want to see more of it, But he was barely in that movie in the movie also. And say that for 90 minutes, and once again, you have to. If it was 2 hours, it's like, okay, maybe it would have overstayed its welcome a little bit, but they would have got a little bit more time. But I can understand, like, we're going to just get to the point in this one. And right. I felt this. I like that they did that in this movie. My kids enjoyed it. Even my daughter, she got a little restless towards the end. There were some parts that made scare her a little bit because of the animation style and things like that, and the villain stuff like that, and the noise because she really doesn't like loud noises like that. But everybody else, they really enjoyed it. I was next to a older guy, who was eating up everything Ice Cube was saying. eating up everything Ice Cube was saying. He was just like, man, they smiling.
Make family movies.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so sorry.
No, I feel like Ice Cube in there, Superfly talk about stuff. They smile in your face all the time. They won't take your place. or
like, darn right, brother.
It says. He said 6 in the morning.
Backstabbers at the screen.
No, he said
that would have just been perfect.
6 in the morning, police is at my door. That's what he was. He was just being himself as his Superfly character, and Homer was eating all this stuff up, and it was great to hear it and great to see it and stuff like that. So it's a great watch. There's one post-credit scene, which was just like, you knew this had to be the thing. You knew it had to be the thing. For another bad, there is some times where Seth Rogen can't help himself. And we got to get a Seth Rogen joke in there. And I'm just
it's
like,
cool. It's PG.
I'm just like, I'm like, can we please get on with this
PG movie? So
there was this one joke, and it's not really sweet. There's this one joke about milking, and I'm just like, we only got 90 minutes. Can we please move on from this? It's just a lot. It's just a lot. But with all that being said, like I said, the post credit scene, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was a dope post credit scene, and it's just like, okay, if any Ninja Turtle movie's getting a sequel, it need to be this one. And this is being ranked as one of my top favorite Ninja Turtle movies. So when it comes to Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, it is a complete nerdgasm.
Wow. I mean, I've been hearing great things about it. This is the highest ranking Ninja Turtles movie.
It's a complete Nerdgasm. It's a quick watch. You enjoy it. I'm actually thinking about going to see it again next week.